Hello, welcome to Click Click Play episode 82. It's a super special podcast, as you can see. I don't think I've ever had so many guests here. It's a Norwegian special. Hello, Ballas.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, boys.
How are you all? Well, let's just go straight and introduce who we've got here. I'm BiggusBennus, and joining me, let's go from the top. It's Early Nixie.
Hello.
And next to Early Nixie, we've got Sulion. Oh, I wonder why he hasn't been speaking for a while. You're very quiet.
Did you guys
Sulion.
hear Sulion?
No, I can't hear him. I think he's muted himself. Brilliant.
Hello. Sorry. There you go.
Oh, it wouldn't be a click play without like a few mistakes at the beginning and like an extension to the timer. And look at those famous streamers down there. Oh no, we've already introduced her. Boy Toy Live and Lace the Man, Friendly Fire.
Hello.
How are you doing?
guys?
Doing really well. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Awesome.
Still tired.
Awesome.
I'm not used to seeing you in the evening. You're kind of on in the afternoon now, aren't you?
Yeah, sometimes. Most of the time we stream early. But Saturdays we've done a few late nights.
Yeah, I remember you guys hosted me once at like 5 o'clock in the morning because I was trying to finish God of War, and I think you just finished it, and I was addicted to it, and it's like in the middle of it. Oh, that was a good game.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Did you finish it?
I did, yeah. I finished like the last 6 hours or so off stream because it was so much. I was just really involved in it. I didn't want to kind of be distracted by the chat, and I think that's might be what I'm doing with Red Dead. I'll start it on my own, and then I'll start it on stream, and then like finish it off stream, I think. Oh, I can't wait for that game.
Got to finish on camera.
You always it gets the views.
No pun intended there. No pun intended there.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, well, let's go and say who we are. So up there, we've got Early Nixie. Tell us about your Early Nixie. Who are you? Where you from? Why should we know you?
Well, I'm Early Nixie. Most people know me as Ingeborg, or Ingeborg. I am living in Kongsberg. I study economy and administration, which is super great. I love it. I love math. And I stream for that's my job at the moment. So I stream for a living and study.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
and so you get plenty of time. When do you normally stream?
When I stream, basically when I got time for it, to be honest, because there's the school is killing me sometimes. So it's
Heavy school.
Yeah.
I don't have a schedule yet, but I try my best to stream the most that I can, at least.
And there's a question like I always get asked by people when we've got streamers on here. How do you get the name? How do you get the name Early Nixie?
I was playing RuneScape, and on the old RuneScape, there was this random name thing that you could press. If you didn't know what to call yourself, you can press this random, and we will choose the name for you.
Mm-hmm.
And the old RuneScape thing was it chose two names. You could choose if you wanted to have two names in together or three names in together. And I said I wanted two, and there was Early and Nixie, and that was a great name. So it's actually from RuneScape, I think, from the bot.
You're not the first person to say that as well. It's like they've got their name for life online from old school RuneScape.
Yeah.
So,
it's a great mechanic.
never played that. Have you always been like a PC gamer then, or have you been playing on console much? Yeah.
No. So I think my father gave me the first Xbox when I was like 8 or 9 with Call of Duty, and I thought it was so cool. I loved it. Little girl playing and killing people, it was so cool. And then he gave me more games. Then my brother got himself a PlayStation, and then he got himself a PC, and I thought, I want a PC myself. So I took his when he grew up and was tired of the PC. I took his, and then I evolved from there, I think.
Yeah, nice.
Basically.
I feel so old now. You've said that your first game was Call of Duty. Oh.
No, my first game was Montezuma.
Montezuma, I can't even. I've recognized the name. I can't think of it.
old puzzle game. There's a guy who's landing in an island somewhere, and you have
Okay.
to get out.
I don't feel
Or
so
something.
bad. Yeah, the name rings a bell. Well, I'm speaking of, well, Sulian, what was your first game?
That was actually Super Mario on a Nintendo NES.
Wow.
Here we go.
And my dad got that for me on a Christmas, and the day after I played through the whole game, so he got so angry I couldn't play for a couple of weeks.
You finished
That
it
was
for
supposed to be my babysitter for a couple of days.
Daddy's off to the bar. You go play with your NES.
Yeah.
Oh, so who are
Daddy
you?
wants some.
Everyone knows Sulian, but there's some people out there that don't know who you are. Where are you from, and what do you do, Sulian?
I
don't actually know where you're
it's in
from.
my name. I'm from Sola, and my name is
Oh,
Jon.
I didn't.
So that's how I came up with my name.
Wow. Imaginative.
Yeah,
So-
sorry, I'm not that imaginative.
Do you know, this is the first time
No,
I heard
it's-
of the place Sula. I've never heard of Sula. Whereabouts is that?
Oh, it's right outside Stavanger.
Where's it's like Stavanger if you're from England and you
Yeah.
can't pronounce it properly. Yeah. Okay, nice. And yeah, so what's your favorite ever game, Sulian?
Oof. There's so many. It's actually hard.
Straight there with a direct question.
You know, but that's actually hard because I've played so many different kind of games. But
Yeah.
if I should, one of the things I'm thinking about is actually Duke Nukem. The first one was actually one that I played really for a long time, and Civilization.
Yeah. I got a terrible story with Junior Nukem 3D. We installed on my junior school computers, and I remember at lunchtime we all went and threw the money at the naked people on the poles, and yeah, that's all I can remember from Duke Nukem when I was playing it as a kid. Well,
Yeah.
we've also got these other two guys, the Boy Toy and Lace. Where did Boy Toy come from? And thanks so much for the host, guys.
Okay. So
Island.
so the name,
Mm-hmm.
Boytoy, it was given to me as a Russ name. In Norway, when you graduate, you have like 3 weeks of drinking, and we're all baptized into some sort of drinking name. And I was named Boytoy, and I started using it in games, and the feedback was hilarious. People liked it and laughed at it, and so I thought it was a fitting name.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. What did you have one, Sulian?
What
So-
celebration of the?
Yeah, did you get a name for the drinking name?
No,
Oh,
no, I didn't participate as a Russ. I didn't complete school. I finished getting my fagbrev. I don't know the English word for that. Letter of graduation earlier, 1 year earlier, so I couldn't be Russ.
Okay, so you didn't get your name. Well, Lace the Man. Where'd you get that imaginative name from?
I had a childhood friend.
Mm-hmm.
We were very small, and he thought my real name, that is Lasse,
Mm-hmm.
was Lace in English. So he called me Lace sometimes, and it just stuck. All my friends started calling me Lace, and you need sometimes you need longer names on the internet, so it became Lace the Man, basically.
Nice.
Simple
Yeah.
from my childhood, yeah. Lace the Man.
Oh,
And he
but-
started calling me Lace Hole. It was not that cool back then, because it was so close to asshole, you know.
So you hate it when people call you that. It's good job nobody's listening.
Lace
And,
hole?
yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm used to it now.
All right. What games have we been playing? Let's go. See, I want you to say, like, what's your favorite current game, and then what's your favorite game in the past or like ever? Nixie, what about yours? What's your favorite game that you're playing right now?
The game I'm playing right now, which is my favorite, must be The Conjuring House, but I'm soon done with it though.
Mm-hmm.
But I think my overall favorite game that I play the most must be Skyrim, or generally the Elder Scrolls saga, or what I can call it. All of those games. I like the world, story, the lore, everything. I'm not that fan of Bethesda though, but I like the games.
Yeah. I could never really get
Definitely.
into the Bethesda games. They just felt a bit too buggy.
Yeah. Yes, a lot.
Mm.
But I think right now I'm playing mostly Fortnite or Call of Duty.
Okay. How are you
Right
finding the
now.
new one? Do you like it? The new one?
The new COD?
Yeah.
I got mixed feelings. It's okay, I like it, but it's all things have negative sides.
Yeah. I've played a bit, but it's not grabbing me like PUBG did
Yeah.
in the past. And what's yours? What do you say your favorite game of all time? What do you say it was one of the Elder Scrolls then?
Yeah. Elder
Nice.
Scrolls, yeah, Skyrim.
Okay.
In my opinion, I think must be it.
Have you played any Skyrim, Sulian?
No, that game never got my attention actually.
No.
I played like I mean I watched a friend of mine play it, but I don't know, it wasn't something for me.
No. Now I mean, like, well, what's your favorite game of all time, Sulian? Have you thought about it yet?
There's so many. Today I'm playing on my Nintendo NES. I'm playing Link and Zelda. I don't know. Those are also my favorite games.
Like your retro stuff.
Yeah, I love the retro stuff, and I love the COD, the BR, the new one. It
Mhm.
actually grabs me very hard.
Yeah. I've only played. Wow.
I couldn't help myself.
Brilliant. I've only ever just played with the Thunderboys, and that's it. Maybe I need to go and play. I've played the multiplayer. I always thought COD's really rewarding when it comes to the multiplayer. Like every few matches you play, you're unlocking perks and you're able to install stuff or add stuff to your weapons, which I find quite good. And there's actually like a level cap. I've read that they're going to be doing a battle pass for Blackout, where if you've got the season pass for the DLC, you'll automatically get some extra stuff. But yeah, I don't know how well received that'll be. They've just outed your age in the chat, Sulian. Wow.
But I look like I'm 20, so that's okay.
Yeah, that's true. Lucky. Oh, what about you? So, Boytoy and Lace, what games have you been playing lately?
Blackout or Black Ops.
Just Blackout?
Just Blackout.
You enjoying it?
Okay, so the Blackout game has been something we've anticipated for a long time. What's going to be our new main game. But on Saturdays, we try to play other stuff. So last night, I played Visage, a horror game.
Mm-hmm.
But the next 3-4 weeks, we're going to keep playing the multiplayer and the BR version of Call of Duty. We both agree we love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it grabbed me like my uncle.
Wow.
It's a fun game, really fun game. Both the multiplayer and the VR.
Have you got much had many wins in Battle Royale? I found like the people who are doing really well on PUBG and Fortnite are not doing as well
It's a hard game.
on Call of Duty. Yeah.
Really hard game. We have a couple of wins. We have,
Nice.
but it's really, really hard. It's
It's like five
like your uncle.
wins since launch, but that's only on stream.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's 4 more than me.
And
what would you
it's really hard. I don't know what it is. If you die fast or something, I don't know. It's maybe the pace of the game.
Yeah.
Everything is happening so fast, you don't have time to do anything else than die if you get a bad situation.
It does feel really fast, like a lot faster than PUBG. I felt with PUBG you could spend 20 minutes not see anybody and then find yourself like in the top 20. But with this one,
Yeah, true.
I think does the circle go down a lot faster? Not sure.
I think so as well. Yeah.
So, what about you two? What are your favorite games ever?
Mine is a game called The Legend of the Dragoons.
Yeah.
It's kind of like fantasy. It was on the same time. I think it's 97 or something. It's a really, really old game. So other people played the Final Fantasy 7 and I played The Legend of the Dragoon. And in my opinion, that's the best game. It's better than the Final Fantasy series. I'm sorry guys, it is, in my opinion. It's really, really good, and I haven't finished it because I didn't want to ruin it.
You know, you didn't want to actually like finish the story,
No,
have it over with. Okay, if you just put your, I think you may need to be a bit closer to your mic, just because it's not picking up your voice totally.
Okay.
But are we losing? Lace?
Did we lose Lace?
We did. He's
Hello?
frozen. It looks like he's fallen asleep.
Yeah, your camera froze a little bit.
Reading a message on the phone.
Aw.
He's
I wrote
fallen.
everything I said to it down.
Can hear
You
him. It's
hear
like
me
a
though?
vent. Yeah,
we can hear you. Just reset your camera.
Oh, you'll have to squeeze across and sit next to Boytoy. So, but yeah, guys, Boytoy and Lace are actually in the same room, as you can probably guess. It's like you keep looking at each other. Oh,
Oh, my actual camera died. Is it planted in yours or mine?
Lace is baked.
No, it's
says
planted in
the-
your computer.
Baked the man.
Well, you did not get that many technical difficulties in the start, so you're gonna get a few now.
Yeah, don't worry. That's what people come in. No one comes to this podcast for professionalism.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing professional. It's not like your guys' stream. Totally professional. So tell us, how did you guys? Before going to, I didn't ask you actually, but what's your favorite game?
Okay, so I have two games. You can't ask me to decide between which. Is World of Warcraft, the original one, the
Mhm.
vanilla version of it, which was my heart and my soul. Nothing compares to that as an experience.
Yeah.
But I have another game which is called Darkfall Online. There he is. Welcome back.
Thank you.
Darkfall Unholy Wars, which is a PvP based game where if you die, you lose all your stuff. You can kill other people everywhere, and you can become you can take out 1 versus 5 fights if you're good enough. So it's a super hardcore game, but it died, unfortunately.
Never heard of it. Do you find like so you're really looking forward to the World of Warcraft vanilla when it comes out, when they're relaunching it or whatever?
For me, that's going to be amazing, but I think they're going to screw it up a little bit. So I'm keeping my expectations low in hope of a big surprise.
Yeah, I can. I've never played World of Warcraft. I always think that people's first ever, like your first MMO is extra special, and you'll always remember it. Like my first one was Star Wars: The Old Republic, which was, well, I thought it was
Oh, that was-
amazing. Do you play that?
I played it for a while. It was good in the start.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was really, really fun.
Yeah, I played it loads, but I never got into a guild. And actually, the other MMO, because I stopped playing that after about 6 months, I played Final Fantasy 14, which was really good. And I was playing it, I was enjoying it, and then I got into a guild in there that were really friendly, and I wasted a whole summer just playing that game.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's really good. Have you played it, Final Fantasy 14?
No,
anyone?
never. We
No.
wanted to.
It's really fun. It's very Final Fantasy. The story's kind of a bit weird, but there's just so much to do. Like I've played 600 hours, I think, and I haven't finished the campaign. Like I just keep,
Okay.
there's just so much to do.
I heard it was super grindy. Is that true?
Is what, sorry?
It's super grindy. You have to grind a lot.
Yeah, there is a lot of that, but it never gets too boring because there's just so much you can do to grind. So it doesn't really feel like a chore.
Like the yellow birds you ride on mounts.
The what, sorry? The yellow birds, the chocobos. Yeah, you've got them. You can ride them. They can fly as well, and you can get dragons. Extra cool.
Damn.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so I want to chat to you guys about streaming. So first, let's go back to Boytoy and Lace. I think there's a story here. Where did you two meet? How did you start streaming? Why did you start streaming? What's your story?
Okay, so me and Lace met. We were in the same class 5 years ago, studying game design. But we didn't like creating games as much as we like to play them. So after going to school for like half a year, I invited like 3 people from our class to come over to my apartment, my small basement apartment, like a bedroom and a toilet. That's about it. Three people sat there, 4 people. We were 4 in total. Played games for 2 days, and when the others left, Lace just stayed. I asked him, do you want to stay for a few days? And he said sure. So we crashed on my couch for about 3 months before we went to your apartment to pick up your stuff.
Yeah.
He lived out on my boxer shorts and
His couch.
on my couch for about 3 months. We hardly slept, and we just lived off of pixels and monitor lights. And
Nice.
for the next 2 years after we met, we just played computer games together. And we wanted to try out streaming. And just one day we just said it. Okay, Conan Exile's releasing. Let's go. Let's turn on the webcams. Let's stream this stuff. And we've streamed ever since. That's soon 2 years ago. In February, it's 2 years ago.
Wow,
That's
awesome.
weird.
That means you must started after me then, because I started in January. 2 years it'll be in January. I just thought you'd been streaming for ages, like even longer. That's awesome, because you got made partner. Was it like a year ago now?
Yeah, just around a year ago.
Wow, that's awesome. And yeah, you see, I've seen you've been growing loads, and so yeah, he's the chat saying, the boy that never left. Basically, basically a married couple. Stay a couple of days. Yeah, they are sharing undies.
Yeah.
That's true love.
Quite like a married couple, so
Yeah.
We've been through all the stages. The love at first sight stage, the I hate you, I want to leave you stage, and the I can't live without you stage. And now it's
Aw.
like
life stage.
now it's more like I don't mind you being around me. It's good to have someone who knows me, and I always try to appreciate you because you are my best friend. It's just grown to be a term. This is my best friend.
Oh. Oh, but how do you know Early Nixie? Because you three, Early Nixie, Boy Toy, and Lace, you've all been out today.
Out today?
Haven't you all been out to
Oh, Spiel Expo,
Spill Expo?
maybe?
Yeah. Did you all go there?
No,
Oh, I thought all three of you went.
no, we didn't go after all.
Oh. Oh well. How was your day
Mom,
anyway?
Boytoy had a pretty long late stream yesterday, and I attended to it, so we all was a little tired this morning, so it just got so late that it was too late anyway.
Yeah.
For us to go. It takes us 1.5 to 2 hours to get there.
Yeah. Ah, I've never. Yeah. What is it actually over at Spill Expo?
So
We
it's
didn't know.
Yeah, I know.
we haven't been there, but
don't know what
from
it
my
is or anything.
understanding, it's tournaments, it's
Okay.
a LAN party, and a lot of game developers are there talking about their games and different sides of the business,
Mm.
as well as like on the Gathering and DreamHack, they have these stands where different companies come and show off their products.
Yeah.
It's basically the
Yeah.
same as DreamHack and the Gathering, only that DreamHack and the Gathering has focus on the gaming,
Mhm.
but Spiel Expo has the focus showing off stands, new stuff, new games, new VR programs, new technology. That's their focus, kind of.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
even mess.
Because I saw
know what that
the
is.
Thunderboys doing like a bit of an IRL stream walking around, and I think I saw some like VR Astrobot, which is apparently doing really well
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
cool.
Have you played it?
No, but I watched a lot of videos. It looks so cool. I
Oh,
want to try it.
really tempted to buy it, but then there's the Tetris Effect coming out soon, which just is going to blow me away. I think that's a classic game.
What's that?
It's like Tetris in VR, but with kind of psychedelic music, and the things explode and they come. It looks like you're tripping when you're playing Tetris, and I'm looking forward to like a rhythm Tetris VR game. Yeah, I'm down for that.
Okay, I'm looking forward to watching you play that.
I'll have a few drinks before, and I'll just no, I'll probably be sick actually.
You have the room for VR, boys, downstairs.
Yeah, you don't actually, and if you've got the PSVR, it's not one where you walk around. You can just like move.
Yeah, we're in the
and-
living room right there. It's pretty big here. You can
Yeah.
have VR gameplay. Scary games.
Nice. And Sulion, what got you streaming?
Yes. What got me streaming? I don't know actually. I was just watching streams at work one day, and I liked the social part of it. So I thought, why the hell not? Let's stream and have some fun and meet new people. So I just started streaming and sitting at home playing PUBG. And I remember in the beginning I had like 1 to 3 viewers. But I just enjoyed it. For me, it didn't matter if it was 1 or when I got hosted and I had 40. It was just cool. Just, meeting, talking to different kind of people, all kinds of people from 14 years old to older than me even.
Wow.
So that's what actually kept me streaming. I just enjoy it.
And how often do you stream nowadays?
I usually stream on each Tuesday, and I try to stream 2 to 3 days a week. But the other 2 days are usually variable, depending work situations, etc. So I try to update myself on Snapchat and my schedule under my stream.
Yeah. See, I've seen you on kind of sometimes really late, sometimes during the day.
Yeah, it depends on how I
yeah.
dominate in games.
You're on a roll.
If I'm shitty, I usually log off early.
Yeah. I think I was watching you play Call of Duty, and yeah, I think you lost, and within like 10 minutes you'd finished the stream.
Wow.
Got a bit really angry there. Okay.
Yeah.
We've got questions in the chat. Astral Fair says, why does Boytoy look confused and concerned?
I don't know. It might be the wrinkles in my face, just being like this.
It's his default
Or
face.
It's my default face. This is my default face.
I thought it was
I have
just
to sit like this, just look awake, so you don't think I'm sleeping.
my favorite face is the
Sure.
one when Lace says something inappropriate. That's the best face.
More like this.
James, did you? Okay, here's a good question. Did you ever think you'd become streamers? Like, is it just something you decided one day and then did it, or have you always wanted to be streamers? Apart from obviously Sulion, you said you just decided one day.
We planned it for 3 years or something. 3 years.
We
Yeah,
wanted
but
to
we actually
have a career.
Yeah, we want to really go for it. But yeah, it was hard to get going. We had internet problems. We had a bad internet. We had to move, and just to sit down, and just make time for it. It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
When we first got started, it was super fun.
And what so you've moved house? What have you been doing lately? Because yeah, you moved house and you. Cause where are you now? Because you used to be. Was it in Kristiansand?
Kristiansand.
Yeah.
Now we are in Kongsberg, Kings Hill or something. I don't know what it says.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we moved from the most southern part of Norway until like the middle of, or close to Oslo.
Mhm.
So 4 hours north. We feel like we're a little bit more central to the big happenings. Yeah,
Like Spill
our
Expo.
families and stuff. Yeah, like Spill Expo, which we didn't manage to go to, but there's 1,000 reasons for that. But the main reason was that we overslept, and it's poor planning.
Mommy can miss it. Mommy, bring us food.
Sleep
Okay.
is more important.
Yeah, sleep's more important.
Yeah. But looking at games in the future, are you going to be playing any Red Dead Redemption 2 when it comes out?
Yeah. I gotta rig it up in the living room with a big TV and just sit there for a week straight.
Yeah, are you going to be streaming it, or are you just playing it off stream?
I'm gonna stream as long as I can play that game.
Nice. By you, yeah, early next year, you're going to be playing Red Dead?
Yeah, I have to try it. I didn't try the first game that much. I want to try the second one. So definitely gotta try it.
Oh, love it. And so, Leon, do you play? Well, you've got your NES, but do you have any modern consoles?
I'm not that old. Yes, I do. I have a PlayStation, so I'm gonna play the hell out of that game when it comes out. I
Yeah.
love that, just skinning horses. I just love that stuff.
Is that what you call it?
A Ted Psycho, yes. No, I love it. I'm gonna play it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna role play it. Freaking play it.
I can't wait
I
for
heard
the.
it was multiplayer in this game.
It
Are
was
you
what-
gonna set up a community, I guess?
I would, yeah, yeah. I was don't know because I'd really like to do it, especially when online comes out. That'll probably when I start streaming it because I want to just enjoy the campaign, everything kind of on my 4K TV in the living room while I'm chilling. But I think when the multiplayer comes out, I'll probably start streaming that more. I just think that eventually that's going to come to PC and they're going to get private servers. And how awesome would it be to just have a whole private server, being a cowboy, roaming around, killing things. Oh. So I guess it won't come on PC for at least 2 years because they'll want to do a remastered version, I'm sure, when the PlayStation 5 comes out, which is bound to be in that'll probably be 2 years actually. So probably after that. But it's going to be a game that defines, I think, that type of that genre.
So how do you think the multiplayer will work in Red Dead?
So what I've read, well, it's actually going to be beta in November. So it's going to be a few weeks after it's come out. I think they're doing a beta and then they haven't even announced that it's going to be officially released. But from what I've seen, it's just like an interactive world. I don't know anything about the missions or the side quests, whether there's some people say that there's going to be a battle royale mode, but I can't see that.
I knew it.
I can't see that. I think that's just people guessing. I just want it to be kind of a role-playing area where you go in, there's a few people you can meet up and you can go on hunts, go on missions to... I would like a survival mode, rather than yeah, like one where you just kind of have to survive out there and kill animals, and I think that could work.
Yeah, grinding up towns, factions, upgrades, fighting other bands, outlaws.
Yeah. There's so much.
It would be cool.
I've heard as well,
But I think
the stores and the
I'm sorry.
merchant, like at night, the stores and the merchants, they put all their stuff away, and it's just meant to be really, really realistic.
The survival mode would be awesome in this game. It would definitely be awesome. It would be also cool if you could save, not save everything, but be possible to, if you can build a hut or whatever, or dig down your equipment, you can keep it to next time you log on. If so.
Yeah, I think it's rated.
Yeah. So Alex in the chat says, why are people so hyped about Red Dead Redemption? Roberto, did you play the original?
I did not play the original, but I've seen so many hours of gameplay from it. I feel like I did. It's one of the few games I've actually watched a few playthroughs, and not from start to end, but how it works. But I'm not as hyped for Red Dead 2 as Lace is, but I'm really interested in watching how the multiplayer is designed for that game.
Yeah, there was a multiplayer in the original, but not many people played it. I think it was popular, but then it died down really quickly. By the way, Norwegian and Thunderboys in the chat says, beautiful click play, say hello, so nice that Suleon is keeping it Peggy 13. Lace isn't.
Oh, that's probably Kato.
Yeah. Were you a bit blue? Oh.
No. I just have a tendency to forget that there might be younger kids watching sometimes.
Oh no, but there are hopefully no children watching right now. If you are, should be in bed. It's 9:30.
Yeah.
And you got school in the
Good bed.
morning. Yeah. We've got a question that was asked. This is a good one that was asked in the Discord for you. We'll ask Nixie, because I haven't asked Nixie in a while. Is it hard to translate on the spot to English because it's not your first language, or do you find it easy to engage with English people?
Of course, sometimes, but usually it's actually pretty. My pronunciations isn't the best, but I can understand the language. I just wish I would more. Yeah, exactly. I wish I was better at expression and pronunciations.
I understand absolutely everything you say. You're better than like all of your language skills. Pretty much every Norwegian I've met has better English than any of my students, which says quite a lot about me, maybe as a teacher. I don't know. But I like that's the main thing though with the languages, so that people understand what you're saying.
Does that include Lace?
Yeah, I love Lace's English. It's like he's happy and singing all the time. How are you? How do you find? Because you guys have made the switch from you've made a switch to English, haven't you? From like a mix, mainly Norwegian. How are you finding the move?
Hard. Really hard.
It's when you do something one way for a long time, and then you start doing it. You change the language. That was the toughest thing, but it's just something to get used to. Now,
Yeah, practice.
When you go on a drink run midstream, I'm actually thinking in English. Where did I put my Coca-Cola?
After
Instead of
stuff, yeah.
Right after the stream, I want to answer in English if people ask me stuff.
Oh, and I'm guessing
it's hard, yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was Boito's idea.
Yeah, in the start, it's kind of mutual. I was really afraid because my skills in the English area isn't that great, and I was afraid the flow would get broken. So yeah, it's really hard to have the flow still flowing, you know.
Can you say Concom was just gifted 5 subs in the chat? Thank you so much. Oh my god.
Thank
wow.
you, Tom.
You generous bar steward. But how are you finding it? Have you found your English improving then, Lace, while you've been speaking in English?
I don't think so at all. But hey, I don't know. Some people say, but I don't know if they're trying to be nice or is it meme or something. I don't know.
What's it done to your community then? Because obviously you've got like nearly everyone in your community was speaking Norwegian, and then now you switched over. Do they still speak to you in the chat in Norwegian, or?
It's 50-50. Some of them is helping us with the transition, so they ask questions to us in English, but some just stick with Norwegian. But we translate the questions before we answer them, so we keep it in English 100%, and that's a big thing for us, that we don't want to break that, because there are some people that is English, and we don't want to exclude them.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't feel excluded anyway. If you spoke Norwegian, I used to listen to you all in Norwegian. I used to put it on in the background. I had no idea really what you were saying, but it would be during the day, because you were the only people that I knew that streamed during the day. I'd put it on my TV and just kind of listen. Like I said, no idea what was going on, but you could tell when you were getting really angry. So about you, Nixie, because do you speak yours is mainly in Norwegian, or because I was in your chat yesterday and it seemed to be, it was like 50-50.
So I have a little issue because I am streaming in Norwegian, but I have, okay, I'm not going to try to brag or anything, but I have got a couple of hosts from Tim the Tapman, which has given me I think 700 or 800 of my followers is from Tim's chat.
Okay.
So they're American, most of them. So and some of them has actually sticked around after the hosts, which has been for a half year ago. So I always said that if my chat are English, just write in English and I will answer in English. If you write in Norwegian, I will answer in Norwegian. So it goes a little bit. I know who's English and who's Norwegian, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I switch a little bit around, but my basic stream language is Norwegian. I stream in Norwegian, kind of.
Sorry, no, we had a few. I don't know why I had a few issues with the stream just then, but I could hear you. But it was a little bit. For some reason the network quality is low. Never ever happens this. I don't know why. It's happening now. Okay, we've got all the cameras are back. I haven't dropped any frames. I don't know if, like I said, this is something that must be happening with Twitch. But let me turn off. It's because I was trying to copy and paste some questions, but hopefully, it seems to have settled now. I don't know what that was. The internet in Spain just farted, I think, and we all got covered. But yeah, so you're saying Tim the Tatman. That's how did that feel when you got that host? Because he's what 10,000 more.
Yeah, it was something like that. I don't even remember 10,000 something the one time and 7,000 the second time.
Jeez, what did what did you do?
It's so unreal, you know, when you're sitting in front of a screen, it doesn't seem real. Yeah, you can see the chat is just, you know.
Yeah.
But it would be different if you were standing on a stage in front of 20 people.
Yeah.
And then suddenly 10,000 people came running into the hall. That would be something else. So it didn't. I don't think it really. I didn't realize it until after the stream.
Yeah.
I actually had like how many people, etc. So it was. Of course, I got shocked, happy, everything.
Yeah.
And it kind of just, the flow was just, it was okay, you know. I got used to it. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain, but you don't think about it that way because it's only a number, because you're sitting in front of a screen.
Yeah, it doesn't change anything other than the chat you can't follow because it just shoots
Kind
up.
of, yes, basically. I don't know how to explain it other than that, to be honest.
Like I was saying, the Boyton and Lace, you guys hosted me when you were playing God of War at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I had about 5 or 6 viewers in there. I think they were asleep as well. They're just falling asleep at the computer, and I was there chilled. And then all of a sudden, I got like a 93 viewer host, I think it was, at 5 o'clock in the morning while I'm there trying to do something, wandering around half asleep. And yeah, that woke me up. I was, I think I was about to go to sleep as well. And I thought, no, I'll keep going for 2 hours. So it wakes you up, but it's, yeah, like it doesn't change where you are. It just changes that the chat's gone up, and then you look at the viewer count, which I always hide now, but I used to have it on there, and you just, that's all that really changes. What about you? Have you, Boyton and Lace, have you ever had any super hosts?
I got one when I was streaming alone one day. I was playing. It was right before the BFA expansion of World of Warcraft. I think it's Norwegian. A guy named Trilleborta hosted me for
he's
1,000 people. Yeah.
Wow.
1,000 people host. I freaked the fuck out. So yeah, as long as it's number you're used to, I think it hits you on the spot anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, I was playing Destiny 2 for a bit. There's a surprise. I don't anymore, but I used to be playing that, and some guy hosted me with 1,000 people, and I was like, oh wow, have you been playing Destiny? It's like, oh no, it was an IRL stream. He was fixing his boat. I was like, okay, so we had 1,000 people watching a guy fix his boat. And I think I don't know if it was Vafflepung or somebody like that in the chat. He said like, who shall I host? And they put my name in. Really kind. And then a lot of boat fans came in. And there was some overlap. Got like 20 new followers from people who like boats. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's I checked him out. He was interesting IRL streamer. So Leon, have you ever had any monster hosts?
Yeah, well, Monster Host, everything over 30 is Monster Host.
Yeah.
I had Norwegian Thunderboys hosting me one time. I remember it was 600. And this What the Fuck Moses, he's a YouTuber. He hosted me. That was also around 600. So that's Monster Hosts for me.
Yeah.
But yeah. I remember the first host I ever got was 42 viewers from Binky. And that's when I was used to having 2 to 3 viewers. I didn't know what happened. I thought someone was making bots or something.
Yeah.
That was, but then it was it was because of Drex the Viking. She came over, and that's before I even got affiliated. It was just awesome. That's the feeling I remember just getting host. I get the same feeling each time.
Yeah.
Even if it's 10 or 1,000 followers. I mean, host viewers.
Yeah, mine was the same actually. With my first big host was, I was playing Elite Dangerous, and someone was, I think there weren't many streams, but there's a kind of biggish Elite Dangerous fan who had like 44 viewers and hosted me, and yeah, I was like blown away. But I mean, Boyton, which do you prefer? Do you prefer raids or hosts?
I prefer raids because then you're pushing
Yeah.
everyone into the channel.
Yeah.
Compared to hosts, where it's like all the lurkers or all the AFK peoples is still in your chat,
Mhm.
while the active ones might jump over. If it's 100, maybe 10 joins in the raid.
Yeah.
And I think it's better for the viewers to stick. Just bring everyone, all the
Yeah.
AFKs, all the people who's
Yeah,
BRB.
more action in chat.
Yeah.
Way more action in chat when you raid somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's
easier
true.
for the streamer to reach the new viewers.
Yeah, I did a host the other day, and it was like 30 people. It was just a host, and maybe 1 or 2 people said, "Hey, raid, whatever." But then, yeah, when it's an actual
Yeah.
raid, because they all get pushed through, they're forced to be there. I love it as well. There was somebody who raided someone, and then they raided another, and then the other person raided me, and they were like, "Oh, I was in someone else's chat, and I think I've just been pushed around for a few hours while they were AFK." Any questions in the chat? By the way, we've got to the point where if anyone's got any questions, SAS 22nd Regiment says, "What's the hardest or the longest word that you know?"
Matic.
No,
I was
can't
not
say
regulated
that.
enough.
Can't say that.
Okay, sorry.
You knew it.
You,
Sulion's
you kind of walked into that when you asked it.
Did I? Oh,
I don't know any the hard long words.
is that for English or in Norwegian? Right. Also, have you seen that you're wrestlers now?
Yeah, we watched it on our stream. We
That
get
was
sent
so
the
cool.
link with the us fighting. Was it Thunder Boys?
First we had the intro. He made the intro for us.
Yeah.
For the wrestlers. That was so hilarious. And first he got the right sizes of us. I was the big, tall, strong, handsome one. And then you switched it up, Biggest.
I was told Alexander
Oh.
Fro. Oh yeah, you're
No.
gonna. Why don't you stand
No.
up and prove who's the tallest? Yeah, Alexander
That's
Fro
always TMS.
told me, he was like, "Oh yeah, you've got it the wrong way around. Boytoy's much taller."
What,
Okay.
Alex?
Yeah, just dropping him in
Okay,
it.
I see how it is.
Never lies. Yeah, you guys. But then we've got. So you, actually, I haven't really mentioned it, but you two are now known as Friendly Fire.
Yeah.
That came around. Is that so? Because obviously Boytoy is this guy here, and Lace on the other side. So was Lace like, "Hey, I need to be in this. I need a name for both of us."
That's
So
never
the
bothered
general
me at all.
idea was because we changed the language. We also wanted to change the channel,
Mm-hmm.
and we wanted the community to feel they were a part of a duo and not Boytoy Live's channel, which Lace was visiting or participating in. That's why we changed it from Boytoy Live to Friendly Fire.
It never bothered me that it was only Botoy's name on the channel.
Mm.
But yeah,
Oh, that's
why
great.
not just do it when you can, you know?
So in the wrestling game, Boytoy, Lace, they're down as Friendly Fire. We've also got Kong Thom and Killia. I don't know if you've seen that they're the new NXT tag champs, so they'll be facing you soon. And their name's
Nice.
their name is Unfriendly Fire.
Oh,
Because they said they deliberately came in because they want to take you down.
Oh.
They
Then-
can
then-
bring it.
Them's fighting words.
I can take Killier.
I can take on Tom, no problem.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see about that. But yeah,
I'm just waiting for someone to host an IRL wrestling streamers versus streamers. That would be so cool.
TwitchCon next year. I think don't they do like
TwitchCon.
Isn't it? Was it
Fucking that.
PAX? I think if you ever know PAX East and PAX West, they have over there. They have like wrestling with people just trying it out. I'd pay to see that.
What?
Yeah, I
Like
go
they-
up against anyone.
Yeah, I would see. I would watch that. You know, Boytoy Lace. Would you wear the outfits that I picked for you?
Of course.
Very
It's,
generous.
it's probably a little bit uncomfortable in the crotch the first 2 hours, but after that, I think we're good.
That's what they always say. Miko Chu in the chat says, "What's your thought on physical copies and the huge patches needed on release? Because there was a 50 gig patch for Call of Duty, even if you got the physical, and more for Red Dead. Is it? Our physical copy is going to be a thing of the past. Does it bother you, Nixie?
Huh?
Does it bother you that there's massive patches when the new game comes out?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
It's
I didn't
annoying.
realize you were eating.
No, it's okay. It's just the biscuit thing.
Nice.
But yeah, it's annoying.
Do you have how is the internet over there in Norway?
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on where you live. If
Yeah,
you
it's like
have
either
fiber
it's
or
super
not.
good, or either it's super bad. I feel like there's nothing between.
No. It seems same like here, pretty much. But you're now outside. Have you got much better internet now, Boy Toy Lace, where you are?
Yeah, we bought 500 down, 500 up.
Oh, same.
For the stream. It's an overkill, but
Yeah.
at least we don't need to even think about that. Do we have enough for anything? We can have 10, 15, 20 people sitting here. It won't budge. You can stream 10, 15 people here.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, as Drex says there, somewhere it's 5 and 3, and sometimes it's 500, 500. Yeah, mine's 500, 500, but I think it was less than 1. In a different part of Barcelona, in different parts of Barcelona, I had less than 1 megabyte upload. I couldn't stream. Like, that's why I've only started quite recently. Speaking of which, I'm dropping frames like crazy. I don't know what's going on. Speaking of bad internet, here we go. It's kicking in. Also, yeah, so they were saying, yeah, it was, who was it? Yeah, TBE Zanderman says, why would it be annoying? Doesn't it mean the game would be better for the gamer? Yeah, I mean, now it's because they work on patches. They release the game, they send the physical out, and then they kind of work on it for a few weeks. And then they can just send it as a patch day one, so they're constantly getting rid of bugs and that. But if you've got really bad internet, then maybe it's a problem. But if because you can't really preload if it's physical.
I just missed the time where you bought a CD,
Yeah.
you put it in your computer, and you played the game. It was done. Like there wasn't
But those games had
updates
bugs.
all the time.
Can you remember some of
Yeah.
the crazy bugs on there?
But it was kind of a part of the game for me, at
Yeah.
least the older games, older type of games. Nowadays, the newer games, of course, we want to be perfect, but the old type of games, the bugs were kind of a part of the game, you know.
Yeah. No, I get that.
But I'm glad there are updates and stuff. It's just annoying if you're playing a game and then the game crashes because, we're gonna update your game right now, and then you know more.
I remember Final Fantasy VIII. It was like the second save in the on the second disc, and a bug caused me to I couldn't play anymore. It couldn't go any further. I was totally stuck. I'd have killed for a nice update there. I just stopped playing the game. I was like, screw this. Nero asks, why does Boytoy have more wrinkles on his forehead than Solion, who has a bigger forehead? Wow.
What is this questions?
So,
I think I got more than both
when
of you.
I said that my passive face is super. I look super angry or tired if I just relax my face. So I have to wrinkle my eyes to just look like I'm awake. So I have wrinkles. You can see them here. Those will never go away. I've had these since I went to high school.
Since you started gaming with the lace.
No, a long time before that. It helped me buy beer and other cool stuff that I wasn't maybe of age to buy, but I don't mind.
Does your chat roast you quite a bit?
No, not at all.
No, mine's horrible. Yeah,
Early Nixie does.
yeah. So
Yeah.
are you close?
Apparently,
They got names for.
Yeah.
No, they don't. It's not that bad.
How close do you live to each other? Are you all now really close by?
10 minutes with the driving.
Oh, right, that's cool.
It's much better than 4 or 6 hours, which we used to. It took me 6 hours to drive the car down to him.
Yikes.
4 to 6, depending on, where I was.
Yeah. Oh, this is yeah, that's a lot easier then for you to do it. What about you, Sulion? How are you? How far away from Oslo did you say you were? Where's Sula?
In a car, about 8 hours.
Oh wow! And are you coming to the Thunder Awards?
No, I have on call that weekend.
Yeah, I keep asking you, don't I? Like that's like the third time I've asked you, and you've told me that. We've got some more
But I'm
questions. in the-
trying to make it. It would be awesome.
Yeah, finally meet you. Hopefully, you Boytoy, like Nixie, you can be around then.
We're gonna
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah, brilliant. God, there's gonna be so many
Are
people.
you gonna be there, Biggus?
I am. Yeah, I got the Friday off work. My boss gave it to me, and I managed to get a really cheap flight. So I'm gonna go there on the Friday. Gonna be spending the evening with Melum and Mirter. And then on the Saturday, I think we're going. Yeah, heading into Drammen. It's just like
That's pretty cool.
yeah. I was. Well, after that, once I've been there in 12 months, I'll have been to Norway 3 times. So I need to. I might take a break for 6 months before coming back again. It's a bit addictive.
I have a question for you, Biggus.
Uh-oh.
Why are you I don't know, why are you so interested in Norwegian people?
Yeah, I know. I'm a Norway file.
Because it's strange, you know, you're English and you live in Spain, but you have so many connections in Norway. How did it start?
Okay.
Why are you?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I'll start right at the very beginning. When I was a loser at high school, I used to watch X Factor, and the winner of the X Factor from the year before came and performed a song, and I was like, this is a really good song, but the guy thinks it is really annoying. And I found out it was a cover of a Donkey Boy song. So I went and followed them on Facebook, and I just remember I was a big fan of them. And then a few years later, it was 2 years ago, but it was quite a few years after I'd first heard of them and listened to loads of their music. I was like, what's happened to them? I haven't heard them in ages. And then I went onto their Facebook, and I just literally that day they'd posted something saying, hey, we're setting up a stream, check us out and give us a follow and we'll tell you when we go live. Then I did that, and I'd started streaming, and I think like I just finished my lunch, or I just sat down and got an alert on my phone saying that Norwegian Thunder Boys are live now. I was like, oh wow, wait a minute. It took me like a minute to realize to remember that it was Donkey Boy. Like I know them through that. So I was in their chat, and this was a time when they had like maybe 5 or 6 viewers, and their stream was only in English, and I was just chatting away, really got to know them, got to know their community as it grew, and it kind of just snowballed through that by playing with them, going over in December and hanging out at theirs, and yeah, just like getting to know their community as they grew. People have joined mine, and like I said, looking in the chat, I mean, this is going to be a lot because of you guys here, but I'd say at any one point, maybe 50% of the people in the chat are from Norway. And you're really nice people.
Thank
What?
you.
Thank you.
Yeah. What? You are? Yeah, someone says, oh, they're really...
Compared to who? Compared to who?
Oh, well,
The English? Definitely not.
oh, definitely. English people... I've lived in Barcelona. I'll say Barcelona rather than generalize the whole region, but people in Barcelona are the worst. They'll go out of the
They
way
have a bad
to...
attitude.
They do. They go out of the way to piss you off. A woman, like a small woman, shoved me in the stomach the other day. Because whereas I was on the tube train and I couldn't get off because there were so many people trying to get on, and she just like pushed me like right in the stomach. I was like, oh, thanks. But yeah, no, every day on my Discord I've got a rant channel, and I'm pretty much posting stuff
What
like,
did you do then?
well,
When
some
she
other
pushed?
people shouted at her because she pushed past a few others as well. But I was, yeah, no, here compared to Norway, it's like chalk and cheese. It's totally different. When I go to Norway,
Would you
they're
ever
really
move to
polite.
Norway?
I like people keep asking me that, and I don't think I would, because I like it as a special place to go and visit. If I lived there, then maybe
Pretty
I
cool.
wouldn't love it as much, because then for me, when I go there, I don't have to worry about all the really boring things about living, like bills and etc. etc. So it's my little special place. I get to go and see loads of people. What about you guys? Have you ever been to the UK? Or to Barcelona? Or...
One time,
Yes.
I went to Manchester to watch a football game.
Oh yeah, who was it?
It was fun.
Is it Manchester United?
Manchester versus Blackburn. Yeah. Old Trafford. It was cool. It was really cool to see the culture of football in England.
Yeah.
Learn
Yes.
some new words, swear words and stuff.
Oh god, yeah.
It was really cool. Really cool.
Wait, you watched Manchester United play Blackburn?
Yeah, and one of the last
How many years
matches
ago?
therefore,
Yeah, that's a while.
it's a
No,
while.
because
It's
I
one
was
of the-
actually down there many years ago watching Manchester United
Yeah.
Blackburn. So that would be awesome if that was the same game. What was the
It
result?
was one of the. It was 1-4. Solskjaer, one of the last matches to Solskjaer.
Mm.
He played against Morten Gamst. It
Oh,
was
that was before me then.
it was what's it called? Tilskuer. What's that, boys? It was a watcher record on the stadium.
Oh, the attendance record.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Nice.
Pretty
What
cool.
about Manchester? That's the north. That's where I'm from. Where we tend to be quite friendly up there. It's like the opposite of
Yeah.
Spain. Like the north of Spain, they're really distant and they don't want to be friends with you. Whereas in the south of Spain, like you'll see somebody twice in the street and you'll want to be their friend. It's like the opposite in the UK. The north are really friendly. In the south, hate people. Really rude.
I've been to Ireland once.
Ah, was it?
It was cool. The Irish language, or I don't know. The Irish language is pretty cool. I like it.
Are they?
And we got to see the Game of Thrones. Some places where Game of Thrones were recorded in.
Oh, so you went
It's-
quite recently.
It's beautiful nature. No, that's it was 5 years, 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Wait, I don't know. 4 or 5, yeah, something. I don't remember.
Nice. And Boito, have you ever been to the UK?
Yeah, I went with my family when I was like 14, I think. We went to London and went to museums and what's it called? Where you take the carousels, not circus, but
Big-
carnival. No,
Mardi Gras?
is it that? No, I don't remember. There was some type of Ferris wheel
Oh,
and stuff.
the London
that we
Eye.
went to. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the big one next to Parliament.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we just went like standard 3-day sightseeing in London. Got to experience amusement park. That's the word I was looking for.
Ah.
So we just were there. I loved it. It was so rainy the weekend I was there. That's the only downside.
Yeah. I was about to say, because when I speak to people from here, when they visit the UK, they always complain about the weather. But I was thinking, oh, maybe because they're from Norway, it might be kind of sunny or warm, but no, it rains. Was it like that in Ireland as well, Nixie?
Huh?
Was it raining a lot in Ireland?
No, it was foggy. The ones a couple of days and sunny. The rest it was quite nice actually.
That's unusual for Ireland. Normally just cloudy.
That was
It is.
Yeah, well, it's like in
Because
the
I
UK.
was in Dublin a couple of weeks ago. No, a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
It's an awesome place.
Is
I
it
like
clear?
early Nixie says it's like the language is top of the morning at you, lad.
Yeah.
I love it.
Would you like a potato with that?
How are you? Do you like a
family jewels tonight, eh?
But lost all my
We visited the Guinness
viewers from Scotland.
factory as well,
Oh, that must be
Yeah.
nice.
where we went in sober, and there was a couple of older men. I
Yeah.
don't know who they were. They were in front of us, and they went in pretty sober at least, and they came out not so sober. But you could taste different beers, the Guinness, how they made beer, and they're like, "Hey, taste." Not everyone got though, but there was always these two older guys or men that was like, "Yeah, aye," and they just drank it all. I felt sorry for them. I think.
I love Guinness.
okay.
As long as it's really cold. Okay, we've got some questions now. I've by the way, I've made a note of them all. Streamer techie question. This is from Drex the Viking. What headset does everyone like the most?
A good one.
What's that one, Sully? On you?
Uh, I have only tested one headset, and that's the SteelSeries 7 Arctic series thing. I think it's pretty good. I tested the Logitech 930G. That what you have. I think mine is better. The SteelSeries one,
Yeah, how much are they?
wireless.
Oh, wireless.
Yeah.
How do you find wireless?
Price-wise?
Yeah, but also, how do you find wireless? Because I've heard people say that they don't like gaming with wireless because there's a tiny delay and it could cause.
No, I like it. The sound is great, but the microphones is kind of bad. I
Mm.
like the sounds. It's okay. It's a good sound.
Do you boys have the same?
Probably, it's probably better with cabled, and I've been looking around recently to get myself a new one. I love the G933, which I'm using right now.
Yeah.
It's super expensive, but you can get the same sound quality for half the price if it's cabled. But it's really
True.
solid headset. But I've broken mine a little bit, so the
Mm.
charger don't work properly. The battery's broken, so that sucks, and
Yeah.
that's why I want to replace it. And the one Solon is using, it's actually the one I'm looking at to buy.
Ah, how much did yours cost, Leon?
10,000. Not just kidding. It cost. I found it for. I think it was 1,900 NOK.
So it's like
Yeah.
£190. Ooh, quite pricey.
Yes, but the reason I got this, it's because it's very light on my
Mm.
head, and the other headset I had, it was a very good headset, but it was closed. So when I was playing, the
Mm.
whole house could hear me. I was like, "Whoa!" But this is an open headset, so the sound and quality of that comes to the headset is amazing. But I can also hear my voice very clear, so I don't need to shout that much anymore.
That is
And
exactly
the
what
light,
I need.
and it's so light on my head and around my ears. It's amazing.
Looks comfy.
Yeah, I've got this
It's very comfy.
I got the HyperX, and it's okay, but like my head's really hot with it on. It just covers my ears up, and it turns them into like little saunas inside my ear, and I have to take it off sometimes, or have the fan on me. So I might contact you later on and just try and get that name of that headset again, and I'll ask you, Boito, see how
Yeah.
you like it as well, because that sounds like something I need.
It's a DT990, and it says 1,500 NOK. You can
Okay.
1,500 NOK.
So I'll get maybe Cyber Monday when that comes in a few months. I'll check it out.
Mm.
What headset are you
I'm
rocking
actually
today,
opposite.
Nixie?
I'm opposite from Solion, actually. I don't like open headsets. We're all different. I just never liked them. I don't know why. I feel like the best headset I've ever tried was the SteelSeries Siberia Elite. Because it had leather, and it was I don't like headsets that are on my ear. They have to be around in my ears. So I like headsets that covers it all with leather that it's not open. I don't know why. I just feel like I can get. Yeah, I actually can. I feel that I can shout a little bit because I can't hear myself. That's the problem with those headsets, but it's so comfortable. It's wearing a cloud. It's like poof, and they're on. You don't even feel them. Right now, I have a Corsair headset.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't like that much, to be honest. That's one headset, and the thing over my head, it's quite loose because I have a small head. So and I can't
relate to that.
So yeah, but I think it's still SteelSeries is the best headsets that I've ever tried so far.
Nice. I used to have a Triton one. It was cool. It was white. It looked really fancy, but it just kept snapping in half. And I thought I'd run over it or something with my chair, and so I went and bought another one. But then like 3 months later, it did the same thing, and that's why their parent company, Mad Cats, is now out of business. And that's probably why. Cheap tat. Which we got some more questions here. This is a very important question from Zanderman. Who in their right minds would support Man United?
I guess people with a bad father-son relationship, where the father is a Liverpool supporter.
Oh, it sounds like my parents are all Sheffield Wednesday fans, so I have to support Barnsley. Yes, Miko says like Norwegians are not nice. We don't like to talk to others while we're outside. That's good though. Here they bother you.
Yeah, that's I actually read somewhere that Norwegians are like, they seem like the nicest people, but we don't talk to people to be nice. We talk to people because we don't want to be bothered. So it's like, do unto others as you want others to do to you. So we just stay out of our way and want the others to do the same.
This is where
what
we have
city, I think.
Yeah.
we have something called the janteloven, which affects everything.
What's janteloven?
Oh, how does it go?
Well,
Uh,
it's
Don't think
How
you
to
are
explain?
something.
you should not think you're better than others. There's this 10 rules, which
Yeah.
says something like you should not think you're better than anyone. You should not think that you're smarter than anyone else. You should not think you are something. I don't remember everything. It's something like this.
Really motivates us.
yeah, really motivates us to stay
No, but
out of
it-
each other's way.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think that's why Norwegian people are so famous for living inside a bubble. Every
Mhm.
single person lives inside a bubble. Like you don't even dare to say hello on the streets. Why? Well, when you go to Spain or any other country, especially American people are they're like hello, moving around the corner of the streets. They don't feel embarrassed for anything.
I think Melon Tommy, yeah, it's Deanne in the chat says it's you should not believe you believe you are anything, you should not believe you are as much as us, you should not believe you are wiser than us, you should not imagine you are better than us, you should not believe you know more than us, you should not believe you are more than us, you should not believe that you are doing anything, do not laugh at us, you should not believe anyone cares about you, and you should not believe you can teach us anything. Oh.
But I believe in that most of those things, that I'm better than others, and
Yeah, but you should. It says should, not that you can't. You just should.
Yeah.
So overall, everyone in a classic Norwegian school system will be taught indirectly most of those rules.
Okay. Now I like that. I think Melon told me about it, and it's cool. It's what, yeah. Well, it's the opposite of here I'll say it's in Catalonia. Here it's a separatist area of Spain where a lot of them are. If there are any Catalans in the chat, I apologize, but they're brought up to be told that they're different from Spain and they're special and they're better and they need to be made independent and they need to be independent. So that kind of attitude is there, and it's full of people everywhere you go in the street. People they will not, if there are three people walking towards you on the pavement, that you will have to go on the road to get around them because they just will not separate because they just think that they're the best. I find that a lot here in Barcelona and in the place where I teach. Like people will walk in. They don't care about other people that they don't know.
How many conflicts on like personal pride, every day in countries that have people like think like that? It's got to be insane.
Oh yeah, I've seen people. I think there was something, I don't know, a car and a motorbike. They didn't hit, but I think the car had turned left and he was gonna hit the motorbike, but then he'd noticed it and just stopped it. And then you think, okay, they just carry on the way. But no, the motorbike guy pulled in front of the car and then shouted for like a good 5 minutes at the car driver for daring to, start turning. And they always feel like they've got to have their say. They've got, if something's slightly wrong or something bad happens to them, they have to tell that person off. And it really, there's always like they've got to have a say. And it kind of reminds me of, and that's what I like about living in the UK. And I'm actually moving back to the UK next summer. One thing I like is that doesn't really happen, apart from obviously some big cities. But like where I'm from, people will be friendly to you. You'll see them. You'll go to the butcher's. twice a week, and if you see the same person more than 2 times in the space of a month, you'll probably be like, oh hey, how are you, and you'll start chatting. But they don't want, generally speaking, in the UK, they avoid conflict. There are definite, obviously, exceptions. You can't generalize the whole thing, but it's when I went there, like, people would hold the door open. No one's ever held the door open for me here, whereas in the UK they'll kind of do that, or they'll, like, even when they're walking in the streets, if they're about to stop in the UK, they kind of go to the side and stop maybe in a doorway, whereas here they just suddenly stop, like 4 people, and you end up walking into them, and it would just wind me up. But like, that's what I liked about Norway. When I went there, I was on the train with Mellum from I think it was from Oslo to Drammen, and like it was packed, but I was whispering to Mellum because nobody was speaking. It was so quiet. Whereas here, it would just be people screaming and shouting. People use the speakerphone whenever they make calls. They don't actually have the phone to their head. They just speak on speakerphone so everyone can hear the conversation. Whereas
That's sick.
it's peace and quiet in Norway.
I can't imagine doing that in a bus or a train in Norway.
No.
People will actually come up to me and say, like, dude, put on your headset.
Yeah. Oh no, not here. Yeah, that's I find myself relaxing when I go to Norway. I'm like, oh, it's nice to have so many, friendly people. And it's true. People say, oh, they're kind of closed, but every single one I've met, and granted, it's every person I've met from Twitch, all been really lovely people. Maybe it's Twitch. Maybe Twitch people are just lovely. Well, that'd be a good question. Who's the worst person you've met from Twitch?
On Twitch?
In IRL or
IRL, yeah.
seen on the stream?
You can get banned for answering that.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, don't answer it then, because I don't want to get banned.
BiggusBennus.
Oh,
Just kidding.
you haven't met me yet. Yeah, I've met Boyton and Lace though
I will say
December. Well, the best person then.
I haven't. The best person.
Yeah.
Boyton alive.
Oh.
Ah.
Good.
Wow.
Oh. What
Yeah.
about?
No, but there's a
the
lot
best
of
person I've
different
met-
kind of people. Yeah, go ahead.
I've met a few. I've met Drex. I've met Soloyan. I met Early Nixie. I met the Thunder Boys. I met a lot of people. Sunshack. But
Soda Forsen.
Soda Forsen, yeah. But I think they're all amazing in their own way because everyone has super unique personalities, and we all speak the same language. That makes it super special. But I will say this: having Drex over, Drex the Viking, for a good long weekend, that was pretty fun. We had the intern, what's it called? The friendship between Lace and Drex is something magical to witness.
Chemistry.
They behave like 2 4-year-old kids. Just gave firecrackers to, and their eyes glow like that constantly.
Yeah, because he went over and stayed with you for how long was he with you? A weekend or?
Yeah, it was for first a weekend, and he was there on New Year's Eve, and
Oh yeah.
we went to his wedding and stuff. He's an amazing person.
Yeah, he is. Drex is one of the first people I actually got to know in the Thunderboy stream. Really nice. I there was a really good statement. Yes, Spray in the chat. I can never pronounce the first part. I'll just say Spray. It says Norwegians aren't closed, but they love to think they are. And if someone starts a conversation, they'll be open. Yeah, that's what I find that as well. Because if you say, yeah, we are really friendly people, that goes against that law that you were talking about.
Yeah, but we are not usually we won't initiate speaking to strangers, but we will always reply in a helpful manner. If you ask us directions and stuff like that, we're the first to go, sure, I can help you. You can have like 15 minutes of my time. No problem.
Nice.
I'll be there for you, stranger.
No, that's good. Kongthom says he's got a question for Sulian. What is your goal? What is your goal in Twitch? And if you get partner, will you quit your job and do streaming full time?
Ooh. My goal is to just continue having a awesome time, I guess. I haven't set like a a goal to become the next Dr. Disrespect, but that would be cool.
Growing that mustache.
No, but definitely, my goal is just continue growing, continue having a good time, continue looking at this in like a positive way, not stressful. Because as soon as you take it on as a job,
Yeah.
I'm thinking you focus too much on the things that I don't, everything up income and everything like that. But if I get partnered, I would just continue like this, maybe do a more steady schedule, but I would never quit my job unless I had like a couple of million income a year or something.
Yeah.
It's
good to have something to fall back on if, I don't know, you get banned.
Yeah, but it would be awesome living off this, definitely. That would be a dream come true. But here in Norway, it's starting to get bigger and bigger, but it's also getting harder and harder because there's so many people streaming now.
What are you talking about here?
What?
Getting bigger and harder. Talking about streaming, guys.
Yes.
Okay, mind out the gutter.
Streaming.
All the perverts in the
but
chat.
definitely living off this would be a dream come true, and I respect people like Boytoy and Lace going for it, and Snappy and those others also going for it. It's amazing to see that there's a possibility that makes it more true, that it can actually happen someday. But yeah, I don't want to see it as a job, because then I'm afraid the focus will be not enjoying it. It will be more like, budgets and everything.
What about you?
It will
Like,
become your lifestyle.
yeah, Boytoy and Lace,
It's like your lifestyle.
do you guys do it? Are you like full-time streamers?
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you find it like it's a job, or does it ever get you feel like you don't want to do it, but you force yourself to do it?
No, not the streaming part. It's more like
the financial part, maybe.
Yeah. The hard part is like making ends meet, and that stresses you off cam.
Yeah.
But when you're streaming, it's the best thing to do in the world. It just feels amazing going live every day.
Yeah.
No, it does.
It's the same thing Solajon mentioned about the social aspect of it as well. Because I don't really like to hang with people in IRL so much. At least when I don't know them.
Yeah.
And when I'm streaming, it's a perfect opportunity to be social with others.
Yeah.
And it's really fun. There's so many cool people. Yeah.
Trex says in the chat that the New Year's party was one of the best times of his life. I felt like that when I went and met. Actually, yeah, when I went in December, I met you guys. Like that was the just craziest, most crazy, like the craziest 48 hours. Loved it. Because of Twitch. We've got quite a few people from Sorry, yeah.
What event did you think when we?
And the boys playing the song, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, cause it was one after the other. I think Dogfin came, and then you guys came, and Killia was there, and May was there. I'm like, my God, I know all these people. It's just, it's weird seeing you and chatting to you online, and then you're there. It was like that the first time I saw Melon was at the end of this long tunnel as I was coming out of the airport, and I could see him kind of standing there with Glenarini, just waiting, and it was like the really awkward walk where you couldn't really say hi, but you'd seen them.
You can't remain eye contacted.
It was really long, really long walkway as well. That was really awkward. The second time I came, they didn't go there. They stood around the corner. It was a lot less awkward.
Next time, just run slowly.
Yeah.
Slow motion.
I'll just be like, oh my God, it's Melon Man, and really embarrass him. Hates that.
If you find yourself in an embarrassing situation, always try to make it more embarrassing. Yeah. It works every time.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because then you're in on the joke. Astral's got a question for Nixie. Why are your cheeks so adorable?
Oh, what? Hello? How do I answer that?
I don't think you can.
Did you get pinched when you was a child?
Yeah.
Like your grandmother?
So, candy, sugar.
Mm.
I've
Smile
always
a
been. I've always been. Yeah, I actually do. Or I used to. No, I do still. But school kind of kills my smile. But I've always been like that. I haven't get rid of this baby face yet. I'm working on it.
Oh, you keep
I
it.
don't know.
Otherwise, you'll start looking old like me. Ah. I must think as well because apart from Nick, how old are you, Boy Toy and Lace?
What? My cheeks?
No, how old are you?
What do you say?
The rest of it. Well,
How old are you?
whoever-
I'm 29.
yeah.
I'm 27.
Okay, so you're not teenagers anymore. So do you find that Twitch is kind of a good way to chat to people about video games? Because I don't know if it's same as me, but IRL, none of my friends here care a little, like even a tiny bit about video games. If they just start rolling their eyes. Do you find Twitch
Yeah,
has
it's
helped you?
awkward hanging around middle school and talk to children. about it, so it's better to be on the internet.
Well,
Wow.
IRL, I don't know this place you speak. I only have friends that do Twitch that I
Yeah.
hang out with, and my family. I've tried to explain it to my family. I
Yeah.
even gave my grandma the link to the chat, and she tunes in sometimes,
Nice.
and then she sends me a Snapchat.
What? Your grandma?
Yeah.
Wow.
She sends me a snap with like heart emojis and you're looking good today and stuff like that. So they're accepting my life choices.
That's
I think
awesome.
it's good to have your family on board, but we have so many friends in the Twitch community and streaming takes up so much time that there is no room for anything else.
How do you justify it? Do you ever have to, justify streaming solely on to any friends or family?
No.
They're supportive.
The amazing thing is they actually have trouble when you try to explain it. They actually have trouble understanding the point of it. They ask questions on why do I do it, and I answer them, and etc. etc. And then you talk about subscribers, and they're like, what are you talking about? And you try to explain it to them. No, people come in and sit and chat and we have fun, but they pay $5 for that. It's like it's hard for them to
about-
understand sometimes. But
What
yeah, I
about
don't
the
need to justify
NRK
it.
lessons?
Huh?
I was thinking about the NRK lessons. If they watch TV and pay for that, it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, but remember, this is usually the older generation. Remember, you told me the story about you, Boy Toy, going to the bank and trying to explain to the woman on how this. She was like, "What? Really?" So yeah. So but yeah, it's. I have a lot of friends that come into my chat, even coworkers, and I actually find this Twitch streaming thing to be kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool.
One of my favorite stories is I won't name her name, but she had some problems with the internet and got this guy to come over and to fix the internet and stuff. And when she left, she realized that pretty much everything she said to him made it sound like she was a webcam girl. And she's one of the sweetest, like most innocent little like streamer. She's brilliant. She's gonna be partner soon, I'm sure. I don't want to put a name in to mention her name, but I just found that hilarious that she was there going, oh yeah, I start my stream tonight like 8 o'clock, and I need like the internet to have a good upload speed and stuff. And yeah, trying to explain it sometimes to people. Do you ever find like if you've got friends who don't get it, you say, oh, I make money from it. That's that's to try and make it understand for some people how to actually
to justify
why you do it. Yeah.
Well, if people are genuinely interested in learning about it, I try to give them the whole thing. If they just, what do you do for a living? Well, I run my own company. I run a TV channel on the internet, and if they
TV channel.
Yeah. Oh, cool. That's cool. Like YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, sure. Like YouTube. Just it's live, and they're like, either they go like fine, or they continue asking questions. And the more questions they ask, the more interested they are. Then I try to explain it more thoroughly.
Yeah.
But usually just just give them the general sense. I play video games for an audience on the internet, and it's fun.
Yes, but why would people watch them play video games? It's like, well, you watch people play sports, don't you? It's like, I don't understand. Yeah, why people don't understand why you wouldn't watch somebody play a video game.
True.
Well, you have a friend that plays video games, right? And you're sitting there next to your friend who plays video games, and you want to play too.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, only you're playing from your house and he's playing from his house, and one of you shares this with others.
Mm.
So you play together, and you're having a good time, having a laugh, talking to people.
Maybe it's a new big game that is really expensive.
Yeah.
And you don't know if you want to buy it or not. You can check it out.
There's some games like,
Tips and tricks.
yeah, and there's some games
Yeah,
where you just want to watch.
get the real feedback from the streamers and stuff.
Have you played the game Soma or seen it? That was like the first time I really got into Twitch, was because it was kind of a creepy game and I didn't really want to play it myself because I'm a chicken. And I watched a playthrough of it, and that was kind of when I got hooked on Twitch, by watching it and going, okay, yeah, you can enjoy the story and talk to the people while they're experiencing it and see what they think, and they can read into it in a different way that you can. And there's some, like, when it comes to story games, they're really interesting. And then I think it was I got into watching someone playing H1Z1, and yeah, then I never watch TV. Astro in the chat says, my mum makes fun of me for playing video games. She isn't woke enough. I need no woke. Drex though has a question. What do we all think about Anthem, the big EA open world?
I don't know yet. I don't know, boys and girl. I don't know. It looks kind of cool, but I'm not totally convinced if the gameplay is gonna be the best. I get the Destiny feeling.
Yeah.
The PvE feeling, you know. Yeah, with the numbers, just PvE.
I'm worried about it being
It's gonna be a
EA.
good story.
Yeah, will it be all
Yeah.
money?
It's EA.
Yeah, that's my main concern, is that EA is super good to promoting game hype through
Oh,
trailers and gameplay trailers and the betas,
Yeah.
and promising everything like Sea of Thieves. But when you get in there and you've played for a good like 5 hours, you understand that this is everything there is to the game. And if you don't 100% love the scenery and the gameplay, you're not going to play it that much. It happened with Destiny for me and Lace. We were super psyched. We had a blast playing the release, but it didn't take us more than a few days, and we were super sick and tired of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with Sea of Thieves, of course.
Yeah, and also it was the Division.
Yeah,
Oh, I love the Division.
That was super psyched for the game.
Yeah.
Loved it. Played the hell out of the beta. We didn't even install it on release.
Oh, I love the Division. That's one of the only big games I platinumed on PS4. It was really good fun. But you never played the full game? Because they added loads. It's one of those games, that they keep adding to, and there's loads of stuff, and I'd recommend it to anybody.
I think I'm level 13 or something, 30, maybe.
Maybe, but that's the thing. You totally loved it.
Yeah.
The gameplay for me was the thing that just I didn't enjoy the game. I didn't enjoy the game sense. Like crouching behind walls, peeking, shooting, and then when it
that
dies,
was the whole game for me.
Yeah,
just crouching behind something and shoot, crouching.
Yeah, it's pretty much a cover shooter and not much else.
Yeah.
They released these things. They weren't raids, but they were similar to raids. It was just like loads of wave-based attacks, and I swear, like 99% of the time, I'm just behind a wall. But
isn't that like Destiny as well?
No, Destiny's
kind of the same.
I really like Destiny. And Destiny 2, especially with the new expansions, added so much to it. It's great. But then again, I've not played Destiny for about 3 weeks now. I totally played way too much, and it was turning into a job where every day, every week at reset, I would do my 3 characters. But since they added loads of stuff, to do everything I needed on those 3 characters would take me the whole week. And then at the end of it, then another one, then it gets reset and I do it again. And I've just got really kind of burnt out from it.
the question was Anthem. I'm really looking forward to playing it. We are going to try it. It looks amazing. It's probably gonna have a super fun, like a 4-man squad, fighting through super cool boss events. But if it's no open world free roaming, upgrading, and lots of side things to do, I think it's gonna die out after a week of hardcore playing.
Yeah. I'm worried about that.
True.
What's Nixie? What game are you most looking forward to that's coming out apart from Red Dead? Any games coming?
Wow. That's actually a hard one. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't have a feeling that I'm looking forward to that, except for Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
But maybe
Because what's coming out? We've got Kingdom Hearts 3.
I'm looking forward to Dying Light 2 because I played Dying Light so much.
Underrated
I played
game,
a lot
isn't
of
it?
Dying Light.
I find it
Yeah.
really underrated. It's really good.
Yeah, it's not it's a zombie game, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not one of those typical zombie games because the focus isn't the zombies. The focus is the questing, and you will get interrupted by zombies, etc., etc. But that's the game I'm looking forward to. But I'm not that super hyped for it. But I'm looking forward to trying it.
Did you try the beta of the open world? No, the Battle Royale type version of it.
No, absolutely not.
Looks terrifying.
I'm so tired of battle royale games in general, so I didn't try it. I might try it later, but no, I did
Sulion
not.
can't believe that. It's like, what? Someone not enjoying a battle royale? I get it.
Got to be kidding me. Just kidding.
I'm just tired of them. I'm taking a little break from them. I'm trying. I play COD sometimes, but no, I don't know.
I'm really
How
desperate.
about the Ark game then? Are you
Is
gonna
it-
play that, Biggest?
So Ark? Is that
New
different?
expansion to
Oh,
Ark.
I keep looking at Ark, and then I look at the reviews, and the reviews are really bad. So I want to know what it's like. Are you guys gonna be playing it? Because it seems like a game I'd enjoy watching on stream for a bit before buying. Because I keep buying games like I think it was Conan I bought and played about an hour and thought this is terrible and wasted loads of money buying that.
Wait, you played Conan Exiles for an hour and you didn't like it?
No, I just ran around with my dick hanging out and slapping around, and I was like, that was
Yeah, I
a fun
agree
hour.
with
And then I played the game. Yeah.
Survival game ain't for everyone. Me and Lace both love survival games, and that we are a duo building, playing, fighting together in survival games. That's what makes it super fun.
Yeah.
Playing games like Ark and Conan alone, I can see can be a little bit boring.
I played on Dogfin's server, and I think he stopped. And when he stopped, I think he stopped very quickly after I'd started playing it, so there wasn't really anyone to play with. But is Ark kind of what's this new expansion adding to it? Because I've not heard. I didn't even know there was a new one coming out.
Okay, so there will be a new expansion to Ark that brings a new map, new dinosaurs, and robots. I think there is.
Nice.
Isn't it? You know more about the expansion than me. Okay, so in the trailer you see robots, a few robots running around.
Mhm.
It's called Ark Extinction, and it's basically the same game that's been out for a while.
Yeah.
Except for the updates and the behavior of some of the dinosaurs. Like
New World?
New World, and the dinosaurs can have special attacks, more special attacks.
I'll check it out because it's always one where I've actually had it in my wish list on Steam for a while, but never got around to playing it.
It's
Looks
a beautiful game.
yeah.
And it's fun to tame dinosaurs, ride them, use them to stuff.
He said it.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
Oh, come on, don't you guys miss like StarCraft or Red Alert, those kind of games?
Oh, it's before my
You guys didn't
time,
play
so Leon.
strategic
Genre?
games?
I was too
What?
young, I think, when
RTS?
You shut it.
Yeah, I played with a look on StarCraft. But
Yeah, I missed those kind of strategic kind of fun games.
Red Alert's come to
Warcraft,
the mobile
remember
now.
that?
Have you got the mobile version of Red Alert? Or it's not Red Alert. It's Command and Conquer. They've got a new mobile game.
Hmm.
But isn't that like
Warcraft.
just sending waves at each other?
Yeah, I think it's like one of those typical base attack type things.
Yeah, it's the standard phone games. I don't like those.
No.
But the original Command and Conquer Red Alert, loved it, played it way too much as a kid. But in the end, there's not enough content and story, so you get tired, or I did.
I had the
It's
demo.
fun to play,
About
but
those like Heroes of Might and Magic. Remember that game?
yeah, that's
Oh,
cool.
the third, not the fourth.
Still remember that.
But Warcraft, I have such good memories. I heard you mention Warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Warcraft 3. I got so much memories from that game.
Mm-hmm.
I know Wastelands is coming with a new game as well, isn't they? They're the 3. I don't know if anyone had tried the Wastelands games, but it's cool. And I think actually Skyrim is coming in 2019 as well. Just when I mentioned it, when it was E3, they made a trailer from the new Skyrim. Isn't that 2019 or is it 2020?
Skyrim?
I don't remember now. Yeah, the new
Was it the new-
Skyrim.
Oh,
The new
the
Morrowind.
new Elder
The-
Scrolls.
Yeah, they announced it on E3. Elder
Yeah.
Scrolls
That's going to be
something.
that will be like 2023. I'm guessing because they said that the game before that's what was it? Were you talking about Starlink? Was that the name of it? Is it Starlink or Starfield?
Starfield.
So Starfield, they said, is going to be the game that they bring out on the next generation of consoles, which will be like a minimum of 2 years, and then they said after that's going to be the new Elder Scrolls. So I think we're going to be waiting a long time for that one. It's kind of maybe
What about Beyond Good and Evil? Anybody excited about that game?
looks awesome.
I haven't
Looks
heard
awesome, but I
it.
don't know what to do in that
What
game.
kind of game is it?
Well, the original was, I never played it, but wasn't it kind of quite a linear story-based game that was a bit of a niche one that people loved later? And then this new one's a Ubisoft open world game, so everyone's going, huh? This isn't what we...
I didn't play the first one, but yeah, the second one looks interesting. The
Yeah.
trailers are really amazing.
Killier in the chat says he's looking forward to Red Dead 2. Just Cause 4. Yeah, that's just a fun game. That's just a really fun game. It's Just Cause. Super
So
Smash.
have you guys played The Hunt Wildlife?
I haven't. Someone was talking about that yesterday. Isn't it really popular?
It's not popular, but it's still early based. But me and Darkfin played it, and it's scary, but it's also PvE and PvP. So it's kind of cool concept with zombies and everything. So if you're looking for a new game, I
Hunt
definitely...
Showdown.
Yes, sorry, The Hunt Showdown.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought it was
Showdown
hunting
we
animals
played.
and stuff.
I thought
Yeah.
you were doing the one. I thought you were talking about one like the hunting simulator game. I was like, wow,
Oh,
PvP.
sorry,
This
I
is
said wrong. Yeah,
takes a
yeah,
turn.
my mistake. But that's a game I actually want to play, and hopefully they can build on, because the concept of it is kind of cool.
Yeah, I like the concept. I just didn't like the combat. The slow paced you move in, and that it's super hard to see other people,
Mhm.
and suddenly you just get headshotted from campers when you're inside fighting bosses.
Yeah, that's a long time ago, but
Yeah.
same feeling here. It's a cool that they can combine PvE and PvP. really
That's
cool.
what I liked about it. PvE and
Yeah.
PvP in the same.
That's what they did with the new
Yeah, it's-
Destiny update. Did you see the PvE VP that you can play in the new Destiny? It's like you compete against another team to kill the just to kill the ads, and then you bank these motes. But when you've banked a certain amount, you can go to the other side and kill someone on their team, or so it mixes it in there as well, which is that's been really well received. Drek says,
I see,
yeah.
Call of Duty
sorry?
also have the PvE.
yeah, they've got the zombies, haven't
The
they, on
zombies.
Blackout? Yeah.
Yeah, in the BR. That's kind of cool. Getting better weapons and stuff.
Drek says the makers of Red Dead Redemption did an interview 2 days ago, and they said you can go into the woods and have gay sex. They've gone so much
Wow.
for the realism in Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to be just insane. Astral says,
Then you can skin them.
can you skip?
Okay, so Drex the Viking just mentioned a new BR game that's coming out called Valhall.
Oh, yeah, that.
And
Oh.
maybe your game.
It's a Viking BR game.
Oh my.
I hope not. I hope that it's not Norwegians making it, because that has failed a couple of times now.
Oh, they're called Black Rose Arts. I don't know what the company has done previously.
Valhalla. Let me go and bring this. Oh, it's a Indiegogo thing. Which company is it? It's from
basically swords and bows and Vikings in BR.
Oh, it's made in Czech Republic.
It's like the two special.
Oh, Ukraine. Sorry, Ukraine. Yeah, that's interesting.
The graphics looks amazing, but it's an interesting game, and I think also they will implement PvE into the BR, and I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
They did it a little bit now in the Blackout, the new Black Ops game, where they have like zombie events. It's just a small focus of the map, but it's stuff to do. It's a little PvE in there.
Yeah.
And Liv is
I
saying
think that's a nice.
Liv is saying about the Generation Zero. Have you heard much about that?
Oh,
Alex,
I heard about it.
I haven't seen any stuff here, but it looks amazing. Oh, there was a game that it wasn't this one, was it? That Dagfin was playing where it was. It seemed like an open world kind of game where you had to beat zombies up as well, but it was like an open world battle royale, I think, where they had actual zombies and you had to craft once you'd kill them and take the arms and stuff. It was in
What?
like about a few months.
That's the robot. Yeah, Scum.
Scum, is that Scum?
Scum.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
like that game as well.
Looked interesting.
I
Bit
feel
glitchy.
like it died. It died quickly.
Died
Yeah,
after
kinda
you
bad.
loaded into the game.
Well, the thing about when we say the game died, I don't think that it necessarily did. It was just the hype wave of the early access when
Mm.
all the biggest streamers played them, and when they stopped playing it, we all stopped playing it.
I think we're all just waiting for some updates. Keeping
yeah.
an eye on it because it's a cool game. Little slow paced.
Cool concept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Astral's got a really good question. Are there any games you've not played before, like a genre or a game type that you'd like to try?
Science fiction games.
VR,
VR.
Oh,
VR or augmented.
if you want me to recommend some VR games, I've played quite a lot, and some of them are just incredible. I really like the music
I'm looking
ones.
forward to augmented reality, as Lace mentioned. I don't know if you guys know about that.
No, what is it?
It's VR without the how do you say, without the goggles, without the
Yeah.
glasses on.
Like Google Glass.
It's almost
yeah.
like Pokemon Go.
You
you can
watch
see
a
the
game
dinosaur.
on your floor.
Pokemon.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can see the Pokemon standing in the living room type of thing. Imagine play Ludo or something, a board game.
Yeah.
You're,
Oh,
just
so you're in a
really fun.
room where there's stuff in the roof that's sliding, so it looks like things are in front of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not. Yeah, it's somewhat. At least through Twitch, I think they can do amazing integrations with the Twitch communities.
Wasn't Google Glass relaunched recently? Like it's got a new name, I think, or something. I read. I think augmented reality.
They're doing so many projects. It's hard to keep up, but yeah. I think they got a big update.
I got a PSVR, and like it's weird. The things I think work best on the VR, especially at this stage now, while the tech is in its infancy, are the like the music and rhythm and the kind of the psychedelic type of games. Res Infinite it's the original Res, but in VR with an update, and you use your head to aim, and then the music and the sound vibrates through the controller. It's real experience. Same with a game called Thumper, which is a horror rhythm game. It sells itself as. And I also finished Resident Evil 7 in VR, but that was just terrifying.
Is that is like a horror Resident Evil?
Yes, it's the whole of Resident Evil 7 you can play in VR. It came out as a VR and normal playable. It's a really good game as well. I'm going to be streaming that on the 1st of November from start to finish for some strange reason. I agreed to that.
You already finished it on VR.
Yeah, well, I kind of did most of it on VR, but it was over a space of a few months. Whereas for Halloween, I'm just going to play it from start to finish, like I'll say a speed run, but I don't know how fast I'll end up going because it's pretty scary.
So what other things have you tried in VR?
Which what? Sorry.
What other things have you tried in VR?
Oh, I went to the top of the Empire State Building and looked around, and nothing else because Sony won't. They won't put anything like that on there. Need to get myself a Vive and those gloves. Chitro has a question. Do you feel you as streamers influence what games are hot or not? I definitely don't.
Yes, I think
I do.
For our communities, people will buy the games because we play them, and we're gonna play them actively for a long time. We have had a lot of people in our chats, me and Lace, saying, "Okay, I'm gonna buy this game just because it looks so fun when you guys play it."
Yeah.
So when we bought, I think it was Raft, it's called. A small game. I had 0 people on my friends list that owned the game, and after the stream it was like 7, and after the second stream it was more like 20 people from my friends list, and I don't think they would have bought it if we didn't stream it and have fun with it.
I've heard really good things about Raft. Do you still play it?
No, we haven't tried it for a while, but it's been a lot of big updates recently. They had like the Big Islands updates, so it's a game I want to go back to try again when it has more content.
Yeah,
because it's so soothing. It's like a relaxing, slow-paced game. You can just chill, chat with talk with the chat, and build a raft, survive with your best friends.
I'll have to check that out.
That's cool.
That's what I think happened with Conan. Sorry, yeah.
Sorry.
No,
Okay.
it's not, yeah.
I don't think I always play games that are hyped up or popular. Sometimes I do. But it's just only for a couple of weeks ago I played Age of Empires 2. And that's not yeah, it can be popular, but it didn't came out yesterday, you know? And that was actually quite popular. And I've played many games also. For instance, I've streamed Warcraft 3 a couple of times, not much. And older games, and that's so. But I also try to keep up with the hype and the new games that comes out. Like COD now. I streamed Call of Duty, and the Conjuring House, the scary game, came out in September, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm a little. I like variations. Sometimes I feel like a popular new game. Sometimes I feel like an old game. For instance, Age of Empires and stuff like that. It's just so chill to nostalgia. The nostalgia feeling.
Yeah. So you're definitely a variety streamer. Just whatever you feel like in the day. You do you plan your week ahead of what games you're gonna play, or is it just whatever you feel like?
Usually I sit down in my chair and I think, what am I gonna stream today? And most of the times I think, I don't know, but I start stream, and then I'll figure out. It depends on who's in the chat.
Yeah.
What does the chat want? What do I want? And then we figure out something in between, and then yes, let's go for it and just play, because I want everyone to be happy, and I'm enjoying anything anyway. So it's the same for me. I'm not that. What is it? English? I don't know the English word for it, but
I'm not that picky.
Picky.
Okay, yeah.
Great word.
I don't care that much.
Do you think?
I don't know the word.
No, maybe it is. Picky. Yeah, Gito says picky. Picky, which is a great word.
Yeah.
That's another Norwegian word I know. Pick.
No. That's not what she meant. She's not picky of the games she plays.
She's not. Choosy. We can say.
Choosy,
Yeah.
okay.
It might be
So
better.
I like everything. I can play anything. I can play everything from VR to MOBA to old to new,
Yeah.
retro, anything.
But if you look at the larger scale, if let's do the big ones like Josh OG and Shroud and whatever, I think that when they change to another game, a lot of people will follow them to what they're playing. So I definitely think the streamers like Boy Toys has some influence on many people that is watching, because it's the reason they're in watching. They want to know about new games. They want to see them. Like Lace said earlier, they want to be able to ask us questions or whoever is playing on how these kind of games are, and then they will take maybe have a decision out of that, watching other people. But like early Nixie also said, I think it's also when I play, I just take it on the fly of what I want to play. I usually don't follow what everyone else wants to, but if my viewers want to, I'll definitely play the game and see.
Do you think, like Barton Lace, do you think since you became partnered, you've got a bit more freedom of what game you play? Because obviously when you're kind of close to that average viewer, I guess you were trying to keep it at that level. Whereas now, if you just fancy a new game and you don't really care so much if it takes a drop in viewers, because you can just play what you want. If you know what I mean. Do you think you're a bit more? We've got freedom.
Yeah, we play what we want, but we also want to play something that we enjoy streaming.
Yeah.
We would like to play World of Warcraft, but it was a hard game for us to stream together as a whole. But we are lucky that we like playing very different games or a lot of games now. So yeah, we play the games we want to play that suits our channel the best.
Nice.
Not because the game is popular, but it's fun for us to stream it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I stream WWE 2K19 pretty much all the time now, and it's not a popular game, or it's for some people. But I think if you're having fun and you're making it enjoyable, that everyone notices that.
It always will be new people that comes anyways.
Yeah.
We don't always have to play Fortnite because so many watch Fortnite.
Yeah.
Most of the people are already watching another streamer anyways,
Mm-hmm.
You have to play what you want to play.
Yeah, and we've done the mainstream games, of course, because we loved the mainstream games. We loved playing PUBG. We loved playing Fortnite. We like now Black Ops 4. We love playing it. But we will quit playing those games the moment we're not enjoying those games anymore.
Yeah.
In a new game. We're trying new games up now, so.
Yeah. And I said, Gito, I think I agree with him in the chat. It says the biggest streamers are made by the games they're good at, but also the games are made by the amount of streamers. Yeah, so I think streamers tend to try and keep ahead of the curve. Like, wasn't it? Did Ninja used to play Call of Duty? Was it H1Z1 and then PUBG?
Halo.
Oh, Halo was it? Okay, because then it's Fortnite, and when a new big game, you got to be like the first one that gets really good at it, and that'll be whatever the next Fortnite is, whenever it comes about, the first streamer to get really good at it's going to be like the new Ninja.
Well, Ninja, he was the best at Halo. He was I think he won a lot of championship and tournaments in it, and Halo was it wasn't at the bottom of Twitch, but very few people were streaming it.
Yeah.
It was like Ninja at 3,000 viewers, then 100 to a 200 viewer second place, and just downhill from there. So he had the whole Halo scene, which was basically just Halo enthusiasts and pros. And then he announced that there's coming out a new game. It looks super fun, and I want to be the best at it. And he just went for it. And he was super early out in playing Fortnite. And he did a really good job as a streamer to make fun plays and just make the game a lot more enjoyable to watch. So it's a genius way to
YouTube as well. YouTube really.
Okay, we'll go for a final question. Got 11 here. I know some people most people got work tomorrow. Tech Turtle says, do you feel pressure to play games you don't like? Yeah. So you don't lace?
No, never.
Mhm.
No,
I don't think anybody does.
No, I think that's when it's.
Yes, I have to say yes, but it's more or less not because I don't want to play the game. It's Lace wants to play a game really bad, then I can feel pressured into playing the game. But not because of the viewers or the hype. It's more or less just between me and Lace and the communication between us.
Yeah. What about you, Nix? Did you ever? Nix, did you ever get tempted?
Yeah. Well, of course, yeah, because I, I'm not partnered yet on Twitch, and that's a dream, for a smaller streamer like me. So sometimes it depends on my mood, to be honest. Some days I'm like, oh my god, today I'm gonna do a great job. I want to have an active chat. I want to really see some hype. I want to work hard, and then I will find a game that is popular.
Yeah.
And some other days I can have like, today I just want to chill. I want to play back stream and I want to play whatever I want, something chill. I don't care. So it depends actually sometimes, but I never feel the pressure, because no one can force me,
Yeah.
It's all up to myself. Now I stream alone. I'm not too like the boys. So I don't feel the pressure that way, at least. But there's always a little pressure there.
Yeah. So you get the bit of the pressure maybe when you set yourself a schedule. Like I set myself a schedule every week, and I even put what game I'm playing. And I'm really lucky that I haven't had it yet. But I bet at some point I'll put myself down for playing a game, and in my head I'm like, actually, I don't really fancy playing that, but I just won't.
Exactly.
What about you, Sir Leon? Do you ever feel any pressure to play Black Ops or whatever?
No, not at all. It's like let's say the game Scum was a bit popular immediately when it came out, but I looked at the game and couldn't be bothered because I think there's so many games you can still play, but having if you're focused on that, having viewers in your channel. So no, I never get pressured, but I might take an extra good look at the game to be sure I'm not missing out on anything fun, or if it's playable for the viewers and it doesn't piss me off.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. So definitely I can do, but there's so many games, and think about it, if you have to buy every single game, no, it would cost too much.
That's what I used to do. Zanderman in the chat says Sulion sucks at every game, so it doesn't matter what he plays.
Oh.
Everybody says that when they come into my channel, that it's not because of the gaming skills they're coming in for.
Your good looks.
It's my forehead.
Oh, I get that joke as well. Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I dominate in usually whatever game I play, so it doesn't matter.
Dominate everyone in the house. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for doing this. Hope you haven't been too bored. It's been 2 hours we've been going. Hope you're.
That went fast.
Yeah. Are you guys streaming in the morning? Is it Boite Lace? Are you streaming tomorrow?
Every day from 1 o'clock.
Every day from 1 o'clock. That is Norwegian time, so UK +1, Eastern USA +6. Nixie, do you have a time you're next streaming?
Yeah, it's gonna be tomorrow around between 6 and 8, somewhere tomorrow night, evening, somewhere.
Not 1 o'clock. You're not going head to head.
I'm at school then.
Oh, and Sulion, when are you next having a stream? Are you tonight?
Tuesday at 6.
Okay, cool. And so, guys, thank you so much. How can we find you? Where do we find you? Let's go top Nixie. How do we find you on Twitch or Twitter or whatever?
It's Early Nixie. I don't know how you search it up, Early Nixie. I announce my streams always on Snapchat, which is also Early Nixie, so it's pretty easy. So yeah, and I have Facebook, Twitter.
Brilliant.
Facebook, Twitter, and I don't know. I think that's all.
We've got some Baltimore's doing some great shout outs in the chat. Sulion, how do we find Sulion on Twitch?
Just search for Godlike Gaming and you'll find me. Or you can search for for my name,
Norway's.
Sulajon.
Yeah, Norway's biggest forehead. You'll find him on Google.
Says the real man.
And
Speak loud now, boy toy.
Boytoy, how do we find
Bonus wrinkles.
how do we find you two? Because you're not Boytoy Live.
So, yeah, you see Kill Your Place in chat. Just click on him and whisper him. He will send you all the links.
Gigolo.com.
Friendly
/
fire.
Instagram.
We're called Friendly Fire. So it's pretty easy to find us on Twitch, Twitter, or Instagram.
Nice. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much. I'm gonna there'll be
Thank you for having us.
no problem anytime. It's
It's
been
Thank you
it's
for
my
having us,
first,
yes.
Yeah,
Good
it's
fun.
my first podcast. Real cool.
yeah, I'm really looking
This
forward
is
to
my
seeing you as
second
well.
podcast, actually.
Yeah,
It was really fun.
I'll hopefully be the first
I
one
must
here.
be honest, I
definitely.
was really nervous at the start, but
I was nervous as well, like
comfortable.
myself. I was like, shit, I've never actually spoken, especially on camera. I don't think I've ever spoken to you. Oh no, of course I've met you. Even then I was kind of nervous. It just felt like a dream when I was there. Though I forget that time. But I'll be seeing you guys, hopefully all of you guys, on the
Yes.
in a month.
The
Yeah.
Thunder Awards. And just give us
Really looking
a
forward
shout
to
out
it.
if you ever need anyone else to fill the spots on the podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna think next week is the normal one where we just talk about video games. It's very boring. The week after though is I want to try and get people who've been to TwitchCon, so there'll be hopefully some scandalous stories to hear on there. But yeah, I've
Nice.
always I'll let you know anytime we're looking for someone and you fancy coming on. It's always good. But I'll be. So we're gonna have like a be right back sign for 5 minutes, and we'll come back. I think we should see a bit of Boytoy and Lace in action, in tag team action, with Suleon as well in there,
okay.
and maybe some more people in the chat. Well, Kiliar and Kong Thong
Team Lace,
can
boys. Team Lace.
can get some fights. See who wins that. Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll be back
All
in
right.
5 minutes while I put my alerts all back on and everything, and hopefully it seems like these drop frames only happened when this conference call is going on, so that should be fixed. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. See you.
All right.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Speak to you later.
See you later.
Bye.